What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pacific North Wild YouTube channel. We are here in Montana and we are reviewing two of our favorite spotting scopes. This one here is the VORTEX Razor 85mm, and Bob, tell us about what you got.
This is the Razor 65mm 22 to 48 power.
Yep, and this is a 27 to 60 power 85mm. They both serve a very important purpose and serve a role in your optic system. The 85mm used to be the bread and butter. We took it everywhere with us, even on backpack trips. Some of our biggest hunts, like seeing it through, those kind of things. We took these 85mm with us everywhere. And just recently, Bob, we fell in love with the 65.
Yeah, we got the 65 and we started packing it with us on all of our hunts and taking it truck hunting as well. And we found that still having that 65 power and the packability to go in our bags, we're using it quite a bit and we fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm. So it's a 65mm objective, so 48 is what you get. It's like
48 power max, but yeah 65 mil objective, and it's right in that middle. I think it hit the sweet spot and I enjoy it quite a bit. Been using it a lot this weekend and been spotting bears with it.
Yeah. So getting phone scope footage of bears with them. Mm-hmm. We've really just kept the 85 now for truck hunting. So it's a little bit of backwards what we used to do. We used to take it everywhere with us, and now it's just majority, especially with this coming out and being into our arsenal, the 85mm most likely stays in the truck for stuff like spring bear hunting, roads and stuff like that. But for the most part, this thing will be on all of our truck hunting adventures, whether we're just glassing or scouting from the truck or near the truck. Let's just say we're day hunting. We will take this, especially for the scouting season. You really want to pick apart animals, see what they're going to be growing into. But for big, long excursion adventure type of hunts, when we're packing in for several days, this 65mm I think is going to be the bread and butter going forward. But I hear there's a rumor that something else is coming down the pipe, so you guys should stay tuned for that one. Just quick thoughts and comparisons, Bob. 85 versus 65. When would you take one and when would you leave one at home?
Yeah, so if I'm going to pack in or do any sort of hiking, I mean, there's no reason for me to grab the 85 just because the bulk and the weight. I'm always going to grab this. It's going to be in my pack. But if we're a long ways out glassing, from a mile or two away, I'll grab the 85 just because it does have that a little bit extra power to reach that object you're trying to peek at. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and I totally agree. So now we're going to throw the phone scope on it and we're going to zoom in on something across this ridge, and we're going to do a comparison of the 85mm all the way zoomed in tight versus the 65mm all the way zoomed in tight, so you guys can see. I did have them side by side in Idaho for an elk hunt last year. My buddy Travis was running my 85 and I had the new 65, and we had this buck. I don't know how far away he was, probably 1,500 yards, and on the 85 all the way zoomed in tight, Travis could see what he was. All the way zoomed in on 48 over here, I could not see what he was. I could just see frame. Again, this is a 27 by 60, so all the way at 60mm, Travis could pick apart what he was and kind of score him. And then on the 48, I could not. I could just see frame.
Yeah, so maybe
something to think about.
Yeah, maybe for some of you, that extra bulk and weight, just because you will be able to see it with the 85, might make all the difference, and you won't want to take this.
Yep.
But who knows?
Yeah, so now here you go. Here's 60mm and then 48, and it'll be very clearly indicated on your screen which one is which. This is what you'll see on a completely maxed out 22 by 48 by 60.
65.
65, that's right. Excuse me. This is a 27 by 60 by 85, and this is what you see on that, completely maxed out.
I must add, I put a couple layers on because the sun's starting to dip down. It's a little bit chilly out here.
Believe it or not, it gets cold in Montana, Bob.
A little bit.
So yeah, that is it. That is comparison side by side. We will have some specs down low in the description. Again, that was at 1,130 yards, what you guys were seeing at completely maxed out 60mm and then a completely maxed out 48. That's the difference that you're going to see between the two razors. They are both awesome spotting scopes. They both do have the Arca Swiss compatible foot plate. That's so no adapted plates needed anymore. If you guys combine them with the VORTEX tripods like we are doing here, you just slide them in. You don't have to have a plate. They come with a hot shoe compatible with Arca Swiss. We really like that about it. Our camera clips and stuff like that are all Arca Swiss too, so it's interchangeable between cameras and tripods cameras and spotters, and then also, Bob, our binos. So it's easy to have everything Arca Swiss. All right, Bob, you had to pick one for an entire year to do all your hunts. Which one are you picking?
I'm going with the 65 mil because I can do all my backpack hunts, all my truck hunts, so I can do basically everything.
Yeah.
Lighter weight, more packable, just makes sense for me.
Yep. I am with Bob. I would agree. I would take the 65 millimeter over the 85 at this point because it's going to be more versatile for us. We're changing, obviously, as we grow into this hunting thing. We always used to say bigger is better, and that was the 85. I realize that. Don't hang us out to dry. But after really getting used to the 65 millimeter over the past couple seasons, I'm with Bob. I think I'm going to take that. If I had to choose one, I would go with the 65 because you still get that zoom. As you can see, you could definitely still size up a buck at 1,100 yards. You could take a look at a good bear. You could size up a buck, a bull. You just might not get that super far reach, out to 2,000, 2,500 yards and size up an animal that far. But at 1,000 yards, you can easily size up an animal. So I'm going with the 65 millimeter. That is it in this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, hit subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified, and then, as always, comment down below what you guys think. Which one would you guys pick? And what spotter do you run? We want to hear about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment or hit the like button. And also, on your way out of here, if you hit the subscribe button, that'd mean a lot. Be sure to hit the bell to be notified upon every upload. Thanks so much. We'll catch you in the next video.